back to my channel. If you guys are new to my channel, welcome, and please do not forget to hit the subscribe button before you guys leave. And if you guys have been here before, welcome back, of course. I actually have another cut crease look for you guys. This is more of a gold orangey tone. This is great for like date night. It's very kind of, I don't know what's the word, but it's like more dramatic. It's great if you're going out at nighttime, having a day, going out with your girls, whatever you're gonna be doing. This is a great look, except for a night out of town. See, I kind of paired it off with glitter in the inner corner. I actually did a look like this a couple days ago, and then I wasn't really feeling the way the look came out. And on top of that, I ended up deleting on my computer. So I was like, you know what? That is a sign. I am not posting that video up because I wasn't really feeling it. I thought I could have done better. So I actually came up with this instead, and I think this is 100 times better looking than the last one that I came up with. Like I said, this is another cut crease. I kind of like doing cut creases. It's a little bit more challenging, and then also it kind of changes the shape of the eye. Please do not forget to subscribe. Also hit the thumbs up button and follow me on any of my other social medias. Everything should be in my description box down below, and I will see you on my next one. Bye. So before I go in with my foundation, I definitely love priming my face with Clinique's Moisture Surge. It is one of the best moisturizers out there for dry skin. So now I am going in with Sephora Illuminating Drops, and I'm just placing that all over the face because of course we want a nice glow at the end. We want to make sure that our skin looks healthy and glowy. So I'm going in with MAC Studio Fix Fluid in NC25, and then also the Infallible Pro Glow in the number 202. I definitely like mixing both of them together because it gives me the coverage and the glow that I am looking for. As you guys know, I definitely like to cover up my dark spots, and then I also like to glow at the end. So I'm actually using this brush. I kind of changed it up for you guys. I think I'm liking this brush a little bit better than the Kabuki one that I was using in the past. For some reason, whenever you seem to use any kind of brush like this, since the bristles are so dense, it doesn't suck the foundation in. So it kind of leaves the foundation on the face and it just moves it around wherever you need it. So just to kind of mattify a little bit on the outer portions of my face, I am actually using a Clinique powder. It is called the Beyond Perfecting, I believe. So now with a Maybelline, the Fit Me Concealer in the number 15, I am just going to be placing this underneath my eyes and then also around the face wherever I want it to highlight. I actually like using this concealer on an everyday basis. The only problem I have is that you really have to set it because it does crease. So I am using a beauty sponge. The sponge that I'm using is actually from Real Techniques. I definitely love using this to kind of blend out the concealer and any excess foundation that we have. So now with my NARS palette, I'm actually grabbing that light highlight powder and I'm just setting my concealer. So now with my Hourglass Ambient Light powder, which is one of my favorites, I cannot live without this powder, I swear. I am just highlighting underneath my eyes, and then I'm also kind of setting my eyelid area as well. So with the same NARS palette, I'm actually grabbing the bronzer and I'm just going to be bronzing up my face before we contour. So I definitely like to use more of a fluffy kind of angle brush because the angle works really good like in the cheekbones, and then since it is fluffy, it blends the product out really nicely. So now with a dense brush, I'm grabbing the darker shade in that palette and I'm going to be contouring. I'm going to start off with the hairline and then also bringing it on the cheekbones and then down the jawline. Definitely use a darker tone to contour. And then it also gives you more of a bronze look as well. So as you guys can see, I'm really dragging that around my hairline because like I said, I want the look to be a little bit more bronzy and glowy. So this technique actually works really good. So I like to grab a little bit of the contour shade and definitely place it like underneath my lips. That is actually a great way to contour the lips, and then it also kind of gives you the illusion of a natural lip liner. So now I'm actually baking. Now the first sponge that I used, I think it was a little too wet. It was just weird for some reason. So I ended up grabbing another beauty blender and I'm just contouring. I'm not contouring. I am baking around my face. So now with the Anastasia Dip Brow in the color chocolate, I am going to be filling in my brows. And I am also using their number 7 brush as well. So I definitely like to start in the bottom portion and then fill in the brow like on top of it, and then really making the tail of the brow fuller. So with the spoolie side, I like to blend everything out and then just kind of mimic natural hairs. So with those two blush colors, I am going to be placing it on the apples of my cheeks. And I'm actually using the Anastasia highlighter brush. I like using this brush for blush. It just works better instead of highlighter. For some reason with the highlighter, it just kind of takes away the glow. So now I'm actually going to be contouring my nose with one of my favorite brushes ever. This is from Bare Minerals. It is actually a double-sided brush. One side is a little bit more dense and then the other side is fluffy, so you're actually able to like blend the product out, and since it's just so small and tiny, it really works in those little places. So remember how I said about the contour of the bronzer around my lips? It definitely makes the lips look fuller, but a natural looking way. You can definitely get away with this process without using a lip liner. So now with this Urban Decay brush that I have got, I am going to be placing my highlight. The highlight that I'm using is more of like a pigment, like a loose pigment, and it really works well. Like I like that nice bling highlight in your face, and loose pigments work the best for that. So I'm just setting everything in place with setting spray. My face looks hilarious at that moment. So now with the Anastasia Artist Palette, I'm going to be grabbing the color Fresh, which is a very yellow tone shade, with a fluffy brush, and I'm going to be placing that on my upper portion of my crease. So you want to make sure that you're blending everything out, that way it's nice and seamless, and we're basically preparing the eye for the next shadow that we're going to be using. So now this shadow right here, it is actually one of my favorite shadows ever. It is from Boxum. It is called It Crown, and it is just a very pigmented orange shade. This shadow is just great for the summertime, especially when you pair it with the yellow, because it kind of looks like a sunset or like a sunrise on your eyes. It's just so pretty, both of them together. So now I'm just going back in with that yellow shade, and then I'm just making sure that all the edges are nice and blended out, nice and seamless. So now with a little bit of concealer and then a very flat brush, I am going to start carving out the crease area. So now I like to definitely go above the natural form of my crease, because the illusion of doing a cut crease is just basically to make the eyes appear bigger than what they are. So that is what I'm doing. I am just going a little bit above my natural crease and just extending it out in the outer portion, kind of like flicking a wing out, sort of. So you want to make sure with this process you are taking your time. So now with a very small detail eyeliner brush, I grab the orange shade and I'm just going over the line of the cut crease just to really intensify it, and especially since we might have lost some of the color. So as you guys can see, I'm just flicking the wing out, just making sure that everything is nice and seamless. So now with my NYC liquid liner, I'm going to start creating my wing. So I like to drag the brush upwards and then bring it inwards. It just works better for me like this. So now we're going to apply some lashes. So right here we are going to start putting on some glitter in the inner corner. So I grabbed some of NYX's gold glitter, and then with this Urban Decay loose glitter that I have. So with the glitter eyeliner and then mixing it with like loose glitter, it really helps the product stick together, and then it also kind of intensifies the color as well. So now with a regular black kohl liner, I'm just placing that underneath my lash line. So we're going to grab the yellow tone first, and we're going to apply this under the lash line because we're using the same colors that we use on top underneath. So down here, I really wanted to make sure that everything was nice and smoked out and blown out. That way you are definitely able to see the yellows and the oranges in the black. So now with a plum lip liner from NYX Cosmetics, I line my lips. And then over top of that, I'm actually going with Anastasia's liquid lipstick in the color Heather. Like I said, I wanted a very bold lip, and that is the end of the tutorial. I hope you guys liked it. Please thumbs up the video and do not forget to subscribe, and I will see you on my next one. Bye.